Welcome to this assignment. We've got a couple things going on here. We got the variables, which are just going to load some images for us later on, and then we have this variable for feline down here, which is going to be used later. Now we got our setup function, which has a canvas, world, gravity, and then some kind of function down here is a custom function called make the scene. At least that's what mine says. Yours probably says something a little different, and in fact yours probably uses a little bit different variables as well. So I've renamed these on purpose. And then down here in the draw function, we've got the clear command, clear function going on with the background, a specific color. And what we need to do is be able to drag the feline and then make it grow and then make it shrink. So these empty parentheses right here for our if statements, they should be Boolean statements, okay? So if this is true, then do this thing. Or if this thing is true, then do this thing, which is going to scale the image of the feline up. Or if this thing is true, we would want to shrink the scale of the feline. And you can see right here it's just minus. So they've given us a bit of a shortcut. They put that in there for us though, so that's pretty convenient. Down below that, this code right here is keeping the feline on the canvas. And then in the make the scene function right here, they're just giving properties to the feline, and in my case the lawn right there. So we don't have to worry about that stuff. All we got to do is put in the code that will make the feline draggable with the mouse, and it will grow and then it will shrink as well. Okay, so we're going to start by dragging the feline, and to do this, what we want to do is first say what the object is. So we're going to say it's the feline, right? If the feline is what? We want it to be able to drag specifically with the mouse, so it's .mouse. And then we want to know if the user is dragging, dragging that mouse. Now we do need a set of parentheses to close that, and you can see this is the inner set of parentheses right there, which is inside of this outer set of parentheses between these two sets of parentheses there. Okay. Now, if you were to run this right now, just like before, you're going to end up with an error because down here we have an if statement that's incomplete because it's saying, I don't know what you want me to check to see if it's true or false. So down here, we're going to put in that information as well. Now, for dragging the feline, we're having the user use the mouse to drag the feline, but for this one, we want to make it grow. Now, to make it grow, we want them to press a specific button. And where is that button going to be, or key? It's going to be on the keyboard, KB. And we just want to see if they're pressing a specific key. Now, on your assignment, they're probably going to use a specific key. It doesn't really matter which one you choose for this assignment, but for me, I'm just going to say, since we want to make it grow, I'll use G on this one, okay? G for grow. Now, if you were to run this code again, you're going to end up with an error because down here on line 35 for me, the if statement is incomplete because there's no Boolean inside of that parenthesis. So that's what we're going to do next. And again, we want them to be able to push something on the keyboard, KB, and we're going to go with pressing. Pressing what? Well, we're going to shrink it. So shrink starts with S, so I'm going to start that with S right there. Now, when you put this code in, it should work, and you shouldn't have any problems with that. Of course, I can't run it on this program, but you can. And once you do that on the assignment, you should have that complete. Now, if I remember right, it's not necessary that you use these specific letters. I think you can use whatever letters you want. Not only that, but remember, pressing indicates that the user can press and hold, whether it's the S or G button, doesn't matter. But if you wanted to change this to press as, what does that do? Now you may think, what does that do? Well, every time they press as the G button or the G key, it's going to make, in this case, the feline grow by a scale of 0.015. So they'd have to keep pressing the G key in order to make that feline grow. So that is the difference. I'm going to go back and change this to pressing just because, well, that's kind of what we wanted right there. So that's it for this assignment. Hopefully that helps, and that should be done now. So see you in the next one.